What's up, guys? Tech Mentor here today. This is the Umidigi X camera review. I've had the good, the bad, and the ugly with this phone, but to be honest with you guys, I think this phone is worth more than the price. In my own opinion, I could be wrong, but I think we get a bargain for having this phone. I'm not gonna say much. I want you guys to be the judge. I took a picture on this phone and I took a picture on my Galaxy Note 9. Then I compare both pictures and is it just me? I'm gonna show these pictures so you guys can see. I can't see the difference, or the difference is not much, or even I want to say the Umidigi is better than the Samsung. I don't know, but all these things, I could be wrong. Like I said, it's just my own opinion, the way I feel about this device. So let's jump into the camera interface. You see, once you open the camera interface, you get a short video. I did talk about this in my first unboxing review. This is a short video. You want to make a very quick video, and then the short video still go ultra wide angle lens. You see that? So that's a short video. The slow-mo, which I did give a video sample, on the video settings, you can't, I did mention this, there's no optical image stabilization, but there's electronic image stabilization, which I already turned on. And the photo, I kind of like the fact that I can choose which sensor I want to use, just like the Samsung. And all the photos I'll be sharing in this video was taken with the 48 megapixel sensor. So it's a very large sensor, and the files I expect to be very large. On the photos too, you have your ultra wide angle lens, and that's you see that's how it is, the ultra wide angle lens, which is only applicable to the video and the photo. That's just a ultra wide angle lens will only work in the video and the photo. And once you turn off the ultra wide angle lens, you have your portrait. The portrait is not that bad, but there's still a little, I think, a tiny bit of work that needs to be done, So let's go to pictures taken on these devices. I kind of prefer this picture than this picture. And then this is the automatic mode, automatic mode. You have to reduce the exposure to get this result. And then most Chinese devices, as we all know, they always suffer in low light, when there's extremely low light. They suffer a lot, and this phone is not an exception. They still suffer in low light, but I think a little bit of work has been done, just a tiny bit of work, and it's not that bad. When I was taking the picture, I was being judgmental. I was thinking maybe because this Chinese device is very cheap, maybe the quality is that bad. When I compared this picture with my Samsung Galaxy Note 9, I was shocked with the result. Like, wow, look at this. Just take a look at this. This is the 1x zoom, this is the 2x, and the 4x. You will agree with me that they both go head to head. There's no much difference. And this is night shot. All camera sensor will shine in daylight, regardless how bad the company is, regardless how bad the phone is. I'm telling you, all camera sensors, whether it's 2 megapixel, they will shine in broad daylight. When it's bright, they will all shine. But I like to take night shots. And another picture I'm going to be showing you is this one right here. When I took this picture, I was like, wow, I can't believe this, that this was taken from a budget device. The same way I shocked my people, I told my friend, I took this phone on my Samsung Galaxy Note 10, and he did believe it. He couldn't argue any further. So for me, I think this phone has lived up to the task, to be honest with you guys. If you're taking pictures on this device, you might be thinking like, oh, maybe these pictures are not that good, maybe they're bad. No, you try to compare with the top range devices, then you will see. I wanted to do photo and video comparison with my Samsung Galaxy Note 9, but I just thought there's no need, since I've already compared the pictures taken on both devices and I can see the difference. So even if the Samsung is going to beat this device, I will still give this device the winner, because this phone is way cheaper than my Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So for me, I think this phone is doing very well. And to shoot a micro object, you have to be very, very patient. You have to be patient. This picture right here is a micro object. To shoot this picture, I was patient. Though it was shaky, I was patient because I knew I could achieve the result. I knew I could achieve the result. I knew that definitely I can do it. If you're a little bit shaky, you refocus on the background and defocus the foreground. So I was like, what's going on? Then I was just patient and I got the right picture, which is not too bad. I think this would have come very handy if they fix this issue, because I like to take a very small, tiny object a lot, so I can see it clearly. And these are the rest of the pictures taken on the phone. Okay guys, here is a quick video sample from the Umidigi X. Two things I'm looking for here is the autofocus and the stabilization, the video stabilization. Unfortunately, this phone hasn't got optical image stabilization, but it's got electronic image stabilization, which means it's using software to stabilize the image, the footage you're shooting from the phone. So I don't know how that's going to be effective. I don't know, maybe it's going to be good or bad. I'm still trying it out. This is my first video sample, so I'm going to try and walk around with this footage. I can't complain. I mean, if I pan around the park, I can't complain when I'm getting the scene, the video footage. I cannot complain, but at the same time, I need to walk around the park and see how the optical image stabilization does function. I need to work around, and I'm looking for a micro object. I want to focus on a small object. Let's see, because most Chinese devices, you have to tap to focus on a micro object, and I'm not sure if this phone applies. Maybe they've stepped up the game. Maybe you still have to do it. We're gonna find out soon. So I need a small object. I just need a small object to focus on. We're gonna see if tap to focus still remain the same. But most devices, I'm talking about the top high-end devices, most of them you don't need to tap to focus. The camera sensor just recognizes a micro object and it just focuses on that object. So let's see. I want to focus on this padlock. So let's see. That's out of focus. Move closer. Out of focus. Move closer. Out of focus. Out of focus. Now let's tap to focus. Let's see. Look at that. So it still applies. You still have to tap to focus. Unfortunately, most of these Chinese devices, once you start to focus, if you leave that object, you have to tap to refocus on the environment. And you can see everywhere is blurry. Now I need to tap to focus. So guys, that's the video footage, from the Umidigi X, and I'm not sure about the optical image stabilization. Like I did said earlier, the electronic image stabilization, I don't know how effective it's going to be, but let's see. If I put this on the computer, I will know. And now that you're watching it, you should know how the electronic image stabilization does function. I'm only holding the phone with one hand, so I'm going to see that later. So guys, after watching the video, I don't want to praise this phone too much. I don't want to say this phone is the best phone I've ever seen. This is the best camera I've ever seen. This is the best device with camera pictures. No, I don't want to say all that. All I just want to say is, you be the judge. What do you think of this camera sensor, the 40 megapixel? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's just gimmicky? Let me know in the comment section below. Until then, guys, thank you guys for watching my video as usual. I do appreciate your time, and I will see you when I'm making a video. Bye. God bless.